So, Chris, how do you think that the cinema experience is far superior compared to watching Netflix or Amazon Prime?
I think the cinematic experience is different. Superior, is it superior? It probably is, just because it's one of the only moments you are truly immersed in a story. You know, there's all those sort of external factors, whether it's sort of someone knocking on your door or phoning your phone, or just the other noises that you hear when you're watching things on Netflix or at home. And, you know, cinema kind of, you're walking into a dark room, spending 2 hours there, only focused on that thing that is in front of you, which I think is really crucial for you to be sort of immersed in film. And it kind of makes things easier on the filmmaker as well, you know, because you know that those people are focused and interested. So those kind of subtleties that we might filter through films can really play a big part in the experience.
Would you say that having your own personal creation shown at, well, a sort of a cinema experience per se, would you say that was like a great feeling for you, like a great sense of accomplishment?
Yeah, having your films sort of screened in cinemas is a really unique experience, because it's like one of the only places like 200, 300 people will ever watch your film, you know, in the same place. It's very different from kind of showing your work to someone and just popping it on, you know, on a DVD and TV, or on your TV. The cinema kind of does a collective experience where you're all bouncing off each other's kind of feeling and emotions as well. So I did a comedy film for my graduation piece at the NFTS, and it was an incredible feeling to have like laughter throughout the whole cinema. And what ends up happening is, when you have, it was a 400-seater cinema at BFI, and what happens was different people would laugh at different times, and it meant that there was just this almost continuous laughter, because one person would start making others laugh, and it's just like an amazing experience to hear you know, those emotions in a cinema. Cinema is definitely my favourite. Definitely, you know, I remember most recently going to see Lion, and I just cheekily bunked off work for at 3. I'm my own boss, so, you know, I asked him and he said it was fine. And I hadn't seen Lion and I really wanted to, and it was coming out of the cinema. And I think I watched it at like 2 p.m. It was light out. I kind of just locked myself, you know, in this kind of cinema for 2 hours, and it was incredible. You know, I laughed, cried, and you know, went back out. It was still light, and just, you know, cracked on with my day. It's an amazing experience.
Yeah.
And something which is quite unique at the moment, because there are so many external factors out there, whether it's, you know, just noise from everyday life or noise from social media. You know, you kind of have things distracting you all. So to be able to switch off and just be entertained, to be educated, to be moved in a cinema is something which I think is an experience that will never get old. And these potential conversations of, you know, cinema dying is just like nonsense in my words. You're always going to want that switch off, and if anything, it's going to become more and more important.